2020 Hamilton fans when someone says it's the car. 2022 Hamilton fans saying it's the car. When you realize Haas ruined your son's career. Hamilton testing the new Mercedes W14 after Toto discovered that they can breach the budget cap. Hard to swallow pills. Probably Seb's last ever career podium was taken away from him because his team messed up with fueling his car. Honda parks on top of Mercedes in a Sydney car park. Reducing the car's dimension and mass would be more for the environment than biofuel and more hybrid power. F1. If those kids could read, they'd be very upset. Gentlemen, it is with great sadness to inform you that Roman Grosjean still hasn't driven the W10. How could Toto have known Red Bull exceeded the cost cap? How much does an F1 car cost? If these figures are taken into account, it is possible to deduce that a Formula 1 racing car from the 2022 season is worth between $12 and $15 million. Verstappen. Push Max. Push. Toto Wolff ready to break F1 rules if FIA don't strip Max Verstappen after Mercedes chat. Strip Max Verstappen. Honda in Red Bull from 2019 until now. Honda in McLaren from 2015 until 2017. Mercedes fans. Mercedes developed a crap box. Lewis forgot to turn left at Baku 2021. Max couldn't have possibly won 2 championships if Red Bull spent 1 to 5% less money in 2021. I love classical music. Me too. What she thinks I love. Classical music, what I actually love. They don't know I'm subscribed to Troll F1. Checo on street circuits. Have confidence. Checo on permanent circuits. No confidence. It appears that Haas is bringing their high downforce package to the United States Grand Prix. What do you mean crossing the budget cap affects the 2021 Drivers' Championship? FIA. Sorry Christian, those are the rules. How to exceed your budget with Catering 101. AlphaTauri testing future upgrades for Red Bull to make 2023 season more competitive. Massa, Alonso, Vettel, Ferrari, Leclerc. Latifi driver of the day in Abu Dhabi. Vettel driver of the day in Abu Dhabi. Red Bull after 2021. I've won, but at what cost? I finally found it, after 15 years. The scroll of hard truth. Lance Stroll has more podiums than Nico Hülkenberg. Niet. Mazepin vs Joe. Pay driver. No one expected him to be good. Holds a fastest lap in a race that was red flagged due to rain. Won't start his second F1 season cause his country invaded their neighbor. My reaction if the Haas press conference is to announce a new sponsor. Partnering with Porsche. Selling to the Andrettis. Signing Latifi. Sainz and Leclerc after getting rid of Binotto and the strategy team. Netflix inviting Gasly family during Ocon family weekend. Netflix. Other teams. Alpine drama. 4 horsemen of uselessness. Which side are you on? Max cost capping. Charles Lefraud. A French teammate. Ocon. Pierre Gasly. Ocon. Breaking budget. Red Bull after ending Merck's winning streak and utterly dominating later on. Why is no one having a good time? I specifically requested it. You want Hamilton to keep his win every season record. I want to hear get in there Lewis. We are not the same. A dash of minor overspend, a safety car, a little brake check, 2 max WDC. Best Merc tears you've ever tasted. Waifu beam. Cost cap. Red Bull. Why would Mercedes do this? Me, a new F1 fan, trying to study Crashgate, Spygate, Abu Dhabi and every other controversy to understand what the F is happening. Vettel happy that he finished ahead of Alonso by just 11 milliseconds. Alonso who slowed down at the end to help Aston, his future team, to get P7 in Constructors' Championship. I don't know what is the problem between Gasly and Ocon's families, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. Merc fans, when you don't charge Red Bull with tax fraud and 4th degree murder after they breach new rules. I wish once, just once, Crofty would say, and if you're a Skyglass or SkyQ customer, you can go F yourself. 2023 Mercedes W14, when Toto interprets the cost cap differently. Kiddo, I've heard you were placed on a ventilator while at the hospital. Yeah, respiratory failure, but I'm okay now. F1 is dangerous. Same thing happened to me when I got caught in a ball of fire. It was because of a boo-boo in my belly. F1 fans, British bias doesn't exist. F1 licensed games. And to finish it off, sprinkle over some front end plate. Yeah, beautiful. Google search of every Sebs fan right now, hoping for one last podium. How often does it rain in Austin? Russell trying to pass Haas at 2022 Singapore Grand Prix. Crikey. 13 World Championships and 188 race wins between them. Formula 1 is so unfair. Guess who's getting a seat next year? As Ferrari won't win the championship, I just won this before the end of the season. Nicholas Latifi driver of the day. Everyone praises Nico Rosberg for beating Lewis Hamilton in equal machinery, but Kimi did it almost a decade earlier in 2007. Wait, Leclerc only won 3 times this season? Red Bull accountant putting F1 wings under the food budget. Caught on camera, the moment they all realize they can get Christian to pay the bill and push Red Bull's budget over. When you realize Verstappen is winning his championships the same way Vettel did, and next year marks 2012. The FIA, after hearing teams say that they'll go over the budget cap if the punishment is just a fine. Red Bull's team meals. Last year. This year. How it started versus how it went. Not sure what happened there. Maximilian Verstappen, also known as a 2-time Drivers' World Champion. Your day if you subscribe and like this video.